king, king, deuce 5 against 10, 10, queen 7.
Top set here for Rob. Now, is it a mistake to, I mean, Rob doesn't have any redraw, really. You know, I mean, is it a mistake to go crazy with this hand? Or no, 5-handed, you got top set, you don't worry about it. Oh, wow, set over set.
Oh, yeah, set over set. Well, he does kind of have a redraw in the sense that an 8 comes, he makes a straight. So it's a little bit different. But,
fair enough.
Yeah, set over set, 10s versus 9s. And Rob just check call, so it's going to be interesting to see.
A jack, by the way, and Owais has the king-high straight.
Yeah, both players have draws to a straight.
Rob, a overwhelming favorite right now.
Owais continuing to bet here. Now, remember, Rob's got a blocker. He's got a blocker against 7-8 because he has a 7 in his hand, which is very important. But I think the way that he's played this, it probably is continuing to be a check call. And, Dave, you might even check call and then, like, on the deuce, like, lead the river because there's only one possibility of a straight. So he could check call here.
And then what? And then bet fold?
Bet fold like a deuce on the river, something like that. See what the river brings.
Well, that's definitely not a blank.
And full house versus full house
yeah.
and running diamonds.
But the run, yeah, nobody cares about the running diamonds. Well, 7-8 of diamonds is the absolute nuts.
Right.
And you get a check here from Rob. Owais definitely going to bet it.
Well, the only thing, I mean, this might be a place here, kind of what we talk about sometimes when you let an aggressive player barrel off. If Rob came out and bet, Owais might just fold 7-8. But if he checks here, he might bet 7-8 or he might bet a flush.
He might bet, exactly.
Yeah. So that's why I think why he's checking.
And Owais is actually going to, looks like he's going to bet what looks to be over $600, $650. And if you're Rob, I'm assuming you're check raising all in.
Yeah, of course. Owais only, I mean, they're not
You're losing
playing,
the 7-8 of diamonds and quad 6.
They're not Owais only has 1,000 left. They're not playing 10,000 deep.
I mean, you can't be, I know a lot of people that are scared of the nuts in PLO. You can't be scared of the nuts, especially 5-handed.
Not this deep, no. Not when you're not that deep. There's no way. Can we get a shot in front of
Is there
Owais?
any way Owais can fold a check raise?
Well, Owais loses to what? Quad 6s.
Actually, Owais can't really beat much. That theoretically,
he only has 1,000 left.
I'll put it this way. If Owais has, with Owais's full house, if Rob check raises all in, Owais can really only beat a bluff, right?
Well, I'm trying to think of some of the full houses. Not 9-6, but he's got 2 9s in his hand.
6-10.
Yeah, 6-10 and also 9-6, but Owais. But I don't know if Rob would play 9-6 this way. Also, Owais has 2 9s in his hand.
I mean, is Rob really going to check raise? Is Rob really going to check raise all in with 6-10? Good, I suppose. And Rob does go all in, and Owais is not snap called.
Yeah.
Owais has what looks to be about 1,200 left, maybe 1,300.
Well, I mean, the 2 glaring hands that you lose to here are pocket 6s and pocket 10s. The problem is that on the flop, if a guy flopped the set, you're beat both ways, pocket 6s and pocket 10s. You gotta work the hand back in your head. Would he show up here with 7-8 of diamonds if he didn't move on the flop or on the turn? You would think he probably would put some money in at some point. I think you're losing way too much value by not check raising the turn when you have 7-8 with the diamond draw. So I think you can somewhat discount 7-8 of diamonds. So now it's just pocket 10s and pocket 6s, basically.
Although, yeah, I mean, without knowing exactly what's inside Rob's head, how Rob would play.
Right.
You know.
But I think a good PLO player would recognize that if you have the nuts with a draw, that's when you need to build the pot up. So you might
be on a free roll against the same hand.
Right.
Well, this is, give Owais credit because he's realizing, he goes, you know what? I mean, I think pocket 9s here
is just a bluff
almost
catcher.
It's almost just a bluff catcher because you start thinking of hands like, what is Rob check raising the river with? I mean, check raising the river after check call, check raise the river. That shows ridiculous strength. I mean, you're only really, I don't even know if he does that with 6-10.
Well, the reason why he might not do that with 6-10 is because he might not think he could get called by worse with 6-10.
That might be going through Oasis' head in the sense like I can only beat 6-10.
And he did call, Dave. He made the call.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. But this kind of gives you a little bit of insight into PLO and into Owais Ahmed in the sense that you get an idea of what this game is about. Just the mere fact that Owais did not snap call off with 9s full. And they're going to do a little count off. I believe Rob had him covered, but it's going to be really close.